Hey, you know what it is. Hey, we had to go live for this one, man, but we're gonna start doing more lives. It don't matter. You know what I mean? Um, so J. Cole yesterday apologized to Kendrick Lamar for his 7 minute drill. We're gonna listen to this apology and we're gonna give our thoughts on it. So yeah, pay attention, man.
That God align me back on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that shit on the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that, I pray that y'all are like, forgive a nigga for like the misstep and then I can get back to my true path. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The past 2 days felt terrible. Like, it let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. So all of that to say, man, I wanna now perform the song that's a reminder to me of getting back on the right path and getting in tune with God. And the name of the song is called Dreamville. Y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just wanna come up here and be like, publicly be like, bruh, that was the lamest, like, goofiest shit. And I say all that to say, it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that shit on the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that, I pray that y'all are like, forgive a nigga for like the misstep and then I can get back to my true path. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The past 2 days felt terrible. Like, it let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. So all of that to say, man, I wanna now perform the song that's a reminder to me of getting back on the right path and getting in tune with God. And the name of the song is called.
All right, man. Man, missed opportunities, all these things, reoccurrence. J. Cole, what happened, bro? Kendrick put the fear of God in you niggas, man. And this is the thing. A lot of people gonna take this a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And I think that no matter what he do, no matter what he says, this is a moment in history, in rap history, that's always gonna be remembered. Whether you're gonna say you respect it or you don't respect it. This is a moment that's gonna be synonymous. A dude dissed you and your counterpart. You came back and dissed him. Then before he can respond, you wave the flag. Surrender. No matter which way you try to color it, you look like a pussy. I don't care how you try to make it out to be. Now, I'm not saying he's a pussy. I'm saying that's what the perception is now. The perception is now you are scared of Kendrick Lamar. No matter which way you try to color, you could say, "Oh man, I did it because I'm a grown man now, and I feel as though that we shouldn't be doing this." He just punched you in your face. Punched you in your face. You know what I'm saying? And what did you do? You punched back. You might gut punched him back, or you hit him back. You punched him, maybe hit him in the shoulder or something. And then you called the fight off. Nah, bro. Nah. Chill, bro. I ain't mean to hit you, bro. I ain't mean to do that. So I think in this instance here, people are going to clown him for the rest of his career. And they always going to say, you were scared of Kendrick Lamar. Nah, I did that out of respect. Nah, you were scared of Kendrick, bro. That's why you did that. And what happens with Kendrick? It puts him on a level that's untouchable now. Because now you have one of the best artists in the game, one of the best rappers in the game, literally apologizing to you after he dissed you, and you didn't even respond yet. That just looks like, it looks bad. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's how I feel about that. On the other side of it, it's respectable that he did do that, because that shows me that he don't want to engage. He wants to remove himself from this because he knows, J. Cole knows that this is not his fight. This is not his fight. This fight is between Kendrick and Drake. Not his fight. He knows that. So I respect him for coming out and being honest and removing himself from it. Because they have to, Kendrick and Drake have to do this. The dance has to happen. It has to. Because they've been going back and forth for years. It has to happen. This is where it's at. Now, I have to speak on Drake, and then I'll let you go. I feel bad for Drake, because Drake is in a position now where your side guy, or the guy that was your shooter, he dipped on you. And I'm not saying that Drake needs him, because Drake is a good rapper. He don't. But now you can't have, there's no excuses, dog. You have to fight Kendrick on your own, which he been doing anyway. And I'll be honest with you, and I'll put this on everything. Drake would have never apologized. Absolutely not. Ever. That dude would have never apologized. He would have doubled down, tripled down. He would have quadrupled down. He would have never apologized. He would have never said that. And you know who else would have never apologized? Kendrick Lamar. This is why Drake and Kendrick is the polar opposites of each other, and they kind of got to go at it. Because Kendrick would have never did that either. Because people who are at that level of success and confidence, they don't apologize for things that they wrote down and spit. They don't. They don't come out and say that. Kendrick been saying this since Control. What is competition? I'm trying to raise the bar high. He said that. He's competing. He's not trying, this is not fighting, he's competing. So I just take that approach. J. Cole, what you should have did, bro, should have came out and said, look, I know y'all not my situation with K.Dot. I just want to let y'all know this ain't no beef. He says he's the best. I'm trying to prove I'm the best. So what we going to do is we going to take this rap game to another level, and we going to push it up, and we going to see who's the best, and may the best man win. And y'all love K.Dot. I love K.Dot, but I'm going to show him that I can be better than him. If he would have did that, automatically he would have been at the top. Because people would have said, that's what I'm talking about. But you folded. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Let me get my... yeah.
Crack your back for this one? What the hell?
Yeah. All right. So, all right. So, I'm gonna give some pushback on certain things real quick, and I'm not doing it because I agree fully with J. Cole and his apology. I'm doing it because I'm looking at things from both sides of the fence. So okay, so let's backpedal back to the album and let's review the song Pie, right? Pie, he had a good, let me say 12 bars worth of gut checks to Kendrick Lamar.
You can't do that.
Why not? Why not?
Because he didn't apologize for Pie. He apologized for 7 Minute Drill.
No.
That's what he said. Listen, bro. That's what he said. This is what he said on stage, bro.
I know saying?
So
But
you can't do that, bro.
nah, no.
You can't
Hold
do it.
on.
He
Hold on.
apologized for one song, bro. You
Nah.
can't
If he,
eliminate that one. Like, go ahead,
nah,
bro.
nah. Let me tell you, okay? If he apologizing for 7 minute drill, then he gotta apologize for that one too. Because that was a better gut shot than 7 minute drill was. And I'm
But
not
yo,
even saying hold
but
on,
what that's what you're saying.
no,
He
no.
don't even consider that a diss to Kendrick. That's what you're saying, bro.
He don't want to consider it a diss to Kendrick because it's getting all that slack from it's getting all the slack from the community. That's why he don't want to consider it a diss to Kendrick because they're already firing shots at him too. And that leads me to say this. The reason why he backpedaled and apologized is because that community of folks is probably getting on his case. And you know that community controls a lot of music at the top. So they're probably getting on his case in some shape or form, and he feels like he got to remove himself from the situation, maybe because he got to handle what's going on over there.
But your
So
argument
that,
don't make sense, bro.
now it makes perfectly good
It does
sense
not. Your argument don't make sense. Look, your
because
argument don't make sense. But
it
go ahead. I'm gonna
does.
let you talk, and I'm gonna explain why. Go ahead.
It makes perfectly good sense because they control what's going on. They control a lot of it. They're up top, bro. They're up top. So if I got the big bosses up there who are friends in that community telling me, hey, listen, bro, you can't be over here talking like this with these tracks. I'm gonna need you to do something to remove yourself from that situation. All right, I'm gonna apologize. I apologize. I remove myself because what? Why is he doing it so soon,
You
bro?
asking me
Like
a
why?
question? Can I answer that?
Why is he doing it so soon?
Can I answer that?
Go ahead.
I'm gladly to answer that. First of all, bro, you mixing two arguments. Okay, so how about this? If the community, we all know what community we talking about. If the community made him apologize, right? How come he didn't remove that song? Why is he talking about removing 7 minute drill? He keeping that one song on there. Why is he removing 7 minute drill?
Bro,
This is a reach, bro. This is a
he,
reach. It's a
he
reach,
not
bro.
removing, not removing it, bro. He's not
He said it.
removing that.
He said he's removing a song. He said,
He's
I'm thinking
removing
about
seven.
removing 7 minutes.
He,
Yes. That's it. Gone. Poof.
that's a flagrant, bro. That's a flagrant. I'm not remove. I wouldn't remove that song.
That's
Why would?
you.
That's a flagrant, man.
I'm
Listen,
telling you.
listen. Okay, so let me get back to what I'm saying. My point is, he got nothing to apologize for. We can agree to that.
He already
He don't got.
apologized though.
No, I know that. I know. But what I'm
So
saying
you
is that
speaking in the context of he shouldn't have apologized.
he shouldn't have apologized.
Okay.
He got nothing to apologize for because it's a competitive sport. It's the nature of the beast. You are alpha, I'm an alpha. Two alphas clash, we see who's the top alpha. Simple as that. You see it in the wild when all the lions gather together. You got the old guard and you got the young guard, and you want to see who's gonna be the one to lead the pack the rest of the way. It's the nature of the beast. It doesn't necessarily mean that he hates him. It doesn't necessarily mean that that boy hates him. It's just the nature of the sport. Listen, I had this argument on a text with one of my peoples, with one of my brothers. And what he explained to me was the maturity and how he wants to spiritually get himself right. Look, I get that. But this ain't got nothing to do with spirituality. I understand there's a lot of people out there that's saying that he confused the system, he did this, he did that. He's trying to bring the positive vibrations to him and this and that. Look, the guy's aura is already positive vibrations. Just because he decides that he wants to get in a war of the words and battling with his peers does not make him a bad person. It's a competitive thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Is Nas apologizing for Ether? No.
it did, but that didn't make him. It didn't make him a bad person. He apologized because this is why I think he apologized. He apologized because number one, he said something about his discography, and he said this. We didn't play that part of the clip, but he said something about his discography, and he felt bad about it because he know that everybody was saying, "Bro, no, that's not true. You're saying that this man's discography wasn't good," and I believe he said he really couldn't find nothing else to say nothing about. He just said that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really mean that. So I think that when him saying what he's saying, when he said about the Pimple Butterfly, down credit, because I believe he said downplaying or down credit in his discography. When he said that about his Pimple Butterfly, even his own fans said, "Nigga, you're crazy. You're bugging if you think that
But we
song
all
is
said he
trash."
was bugging about that. We all said
And
he
I
was
think he
bugging.
heard that because that's what he mentioned that when he was talking. Not on this clip he did, but on the full clip he mentioned that. He said, I didn't want to talk about. I couldn't talk about his discography like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I believe. But continue on.
Yeah, so I had this conversation back and forth with my bro, and I explained to him that it's nothing wrong with you wanting to showcase your talent and wanting to showcase that you're the best at something. There's nothing wrong with that. I get what Cole is doing. Is it the mature thing and is it the honorable thing? Yes. It's honorable, it's mature, it's everything. Men in general should want to be able to do what Cole did. Yes, I agree 110%. But in the other side, you are a music artist. You are an artist. You are at the top of the food chain. You are the guy right now. Right now. We ain't talking about 10 years ago. We're not talking about 2 weeks. Now, you are the guy. So if you are the guy, you have to show that you are the guy. And any peasants that get in your way, you gotta lyrically cut them off.
So you
Kendrick
so
is not apologizing.
you think that let me ask you this. Do you believe that he was scared of what might to come after that? Because if you talking about Kendrick's discography and everybody talking about that, do you think that he didn't want to hear what Kendrick had to say? I mean, he played it off really well when he said, "Well, you could take your best shot. My chin is out. You could hit me." He said that. He said basically, "Nah, I'm gonna let you get back. Don't stop." You know what I'm saying? But that's to me, and let me just ask you that question first. Do you believe that he didn't want he's fearing what might come?
It could be a bunch of things, you know what I'm saying? Because the way he played everything off, he's not saying that he's scared, but at the same time, your
I'm trying to get
demeanor,
I'm this is what I'm trying to get you to answer because I'm not trying to. You ain't gonna get no broad answer on this one, brother. You think he's scared or not?
I don't think he's scared, but I
If I
mean,
is his actions displaying he's scared or not?
is his actions displaying he's scared?
Yes.
His actions display uh 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 I guess
Let's go.
I guess you could say it's some sort of urgency of what might take
Urgency. What
place.
does urgency mean?
Urgency might be like he nervous or whatever.
What is nervous? What's nervous? What that mean?
I mean,
You trying to play with words, nigga? I know meaning of words, boy. Urgency.
you
Oh, nervous, scared. That's the next one.
all right. All jokes aside, though, man.
Yeah.
I don't think he's scared. I just think that he wants to remove himself from the situation, and he just
Because
want
of
he just
what?
want to he just want to focus on him, focus on his music.
And he can't do that. After he been taking shots at Kendrick for years, now all of a sudden you decide to do that? So you telling us that the shots that we believe that you was taking at Kendrick, they really wasn't for Kendrick. It all culminated all the way up to this point where you responded with a record that was somewhat called mid to Kendrick's verse. You responded. I respect you for responding because that's what great MCs do. So ain't no way in the world I can't say that he's not. Let's be clear here. I want y'all to understand. Jace Cole is still number 3. He ain't going nowhere. There's nobody still that's going to be better than him at that position. He's still number 3. You know what I'm saying? He's still the big 3. Forget what Kendrick is saying. It's still the big 3. There's nothing you can do. I mean, if I mean, we could it's other people we could put in there. You know what I mean? But he ain't really doing nothing right now. And he definitely would be number 3 over J. Cole. That's Kanye West. But we pushing him to the side for a second. But it would be, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he ain't going nowhere. So me personally, like I said, I don't think he should have apologized. I think he should have just said, we're going to raise this competition up. But I think that he even said, because he probably haven't talked to Kendrick. And he probably feel like, because Kendrick said, niggas clicking up. But K.Dot be legit. So he basically saying like, oh, you niggas trying to get me out of here. J. Cole, I thought you was my man. Oh, niggas clicking up? Oh, K.Dot, I'm legit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak dissing. You know what I'm saying? It's first person shooter. I hope y'all came with 3 switches. Like, basically, like, look, y'all gonna have to get me out of here because I'm coming at both of y'all. If I'm Kendrick, I'm bombing on this nigga. From the gate. Ain't none of that. I'm bombing on you. Oh, you think I was hard on the first diss? Oh, nigga. Oh, you apologize? I'm bombing. Boom, boom, boom. Drake bombing on him. I'm coming back with even harder shit now. Because now you done pushed me to a status that I feel like I'm untouchable now. Drake ain't going to take me off of here because I'm getting him out of here quick. I'm just waiting for him. But I'm getting you off of you apologizing. I'm going to tell you you weak. That's why you can never be number 1. That's how I'm coming if I'm Kendrick. I'm solidifying my legacy automatically. I'm number 1. What can you do to me now? You apologized. I know people going to be like, well, I mean, you got to understand. I mean, nah. Because guess what? When he dissed Kendrick, I seen all y'all online on Facebook going ham. Y'all was going crazy. Oh, man, he smoked Kendrick. One nigga said he dropped the whole project. After Kendrick dropped a verse, he dropped a project. What can you do to that? Niggas was going crazy. In that verse, it faded within 24 hours. Then niggas started critiquing the verse. Oh, wait a minute. I like the verse, but he said that To Pimp a Butterfly was trash. Oh, no, man, I ain't feeling that. I'm a J. Cole fan, but I'm not feeling that.
You know what's crazy about these folks, right? They start saying that now, right? After he apologized. But a lot of these folks wasn't feeling that way when the diss was out and there was no apology to run
they was
to
they was on his side.
Yeah.
They was on his side. J. Cole is the GOAT.
And that's my whole point. That's my whole point. He didn't have to apologize. He didn't have to.
He said
like
he said he went through relapse. He said he felt like shit for 3 days.
Come on, man. How? Like, why? How, bro? Like, I don't. How?
Well, nigga, Kendrick got you pissing in your dreams in your dream in Dreamville. Kendrick He's the Nightmare in Dreamville. That's what Kendrick is. The
Yeah, but
Nightmare in Dreamville. That's what I would call the next song, Kendrick. I'm the Nightmare of Dreamville.
listen, man. Battle ethics 101, bro. Never apologize for what you say in that very moment. Never apologize for it. You know what I'm saying? I would have never apologized. Would I have said something different? Like, hey man, it's nothing personal, it's just competitive sport nature. I would have said that. I would have said that because I want to be the guy. So in order for me to be the guy, I need to set the boundaries and set everything straight.
Now
But
let me
I'm
ask you
not.
this:
Huh?
can he still be the guy after this?
It's questionable now because like to me personally, because I like J. Cole. To me personally, as a lyricist, as an MC, as everything that he is at this moment, he could still be the guy. But in a social perspective, in a world renowned perspective, he probably can't be the guy no more. Because every time he turn around, he tries to set the bar and set himself aside from everybody else. They're always going to turn around and say, "Oh yeah, well you apologize to Kendrick Lamar
They
on
gonna
this
pull that. They
track."
gonna pull that. They gonna. He gonna try. He gonna be Superman trying to take off, and they gonna grab that cape and pull his ass right to the ground.
Pull
Boom.
it right
Like,
down.
oh
Yeah,
man. Oh wait. Oh. That's how he gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
He gonna try to
Exactly.
take
And he
off. They
said
gonna pull him to the ground.
and he said it himself that his camp told him don't do it. You should have listened to your camp. That's the one time that you should have listened to your camp. You should have said, "You're right. I'm not going to do it. I'm gonna take." Even if you lost the battle, people will always say, "Yo, you went out with your shield." You
Mm-hmm.
understand? They're not going to discredit you that you lost to Kendrick. If you had lost to Kendrick, they're not going to discredit you. They're going to say, "Oh, he went out with his shield." That's what they're going to say
And you know what
because
else they gonna say?
oh,
You know what else they gonna say?
what?
Kendrick Lamar is gonna say, at the end of the day, I respect him for going back.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, I believe that's what he wants. So why not go out with your shield? If you felt like it was going to be an issue for you, go out with your shield. Go out
because
with your shield.
because what he said it himself on stage. He felt as though that was a personal attack because he couldn't find nothing on him. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about Kendrick. Very, very difficult to battle this guy. What are you going to say about him? It's very difficult to battle him. This is
And
the
that's where
reason
you
why Drake don't want to battle him. Drake has so many things Kendrick could say. Drake has to be very clever. The only way these dudes will beat Kendrick or try to beat Kendrick is just keep rapping until he stop. And I don't know if that's going to even happen because he's ready for the smoke.
and that's where the wittiness and the cleverness come into play. That's when you dig in your bag and you really find your inner self and you write until your hands bleed.
How can you how
That
can you how can you out witty and outthink a dude at Kendrick's level? How do you do that? He has everything you can think of. For
we it's
example,
we definitely ain't gonna find that out now because he done bailed out. So we don't know. We never know now. He done left. He
he
bailed
gonna put his
out.
head on the
We ain't gonna
table.
they
I'm
can just
saying
forget.
if we talking like if we talking lyricists and wittiness or whatever. All right, have you ever heard? Have you? All right, these are the things that a lot of people don't mention, right? Have you heard the Black Panther soundtrack?
Right. Yeah, I
Okay,
definitely.
that's Kendrick. Untitled Unmastered, Section 80, Overly Dedicated. These albums are phenomenal albums that he has done that doesn't even get the recognition like the other ones, but they're just as good, not just as good, but they're good. These albums, I would say, are better than the last four projects from Drake. Maybe not J. Cole. But Drake, clearly, you know what I'm saying? If you have you listened to Untitled Unmastered?
No, I mean I've heard a few songs off of some of his stuff before he got
I'm gonna tell you like
you
this. Go when we done this live or whenever, go listen to that album and listen to it tonight, right? And we gonna talk about it tomorrow or whenever we gonna talk about it. Me, you gonna talk about it. You tell me if that album right there, you tell me if that album isn't something that you would hear at a level of somebody. People say that that album is not Kendrick's best work, but they say that it's good, right? But they say that that album is better than people's best work. This is the level that you gotta understand that people are fighting to get. It's very hard to get that how do I say that, to that prestige, that level. And Kendrick done it. Drake is there, but Drake isn't there creatively. He's there hit wise. So now Drake is painted into a corner where he has to rap. He has to rap. He can't do nothing else. And I think that at this point, and I might be wrong, Drake might drop a joint tonight. I don't think, I seen something on Instagram. Drake posted a championship with a notebook and a pen. So hopefully he going in. If he is, this is the battle I want to see, because I believe that Drake is a phenomenal rapper. And a lot of people don't give him a credit for his shit. But when he on his shit, bro, yeah, he's A+. And I think Kendrick and him going back and forth with lyrics, that's a sight that I want to see. And I've been asking for this. So, in a way, I'm kind of glad J. Cole dropped out. I'm kind of glad. So, that's it, man. You got anything else?
man, like I said, man, like
You
I just feel
disappointed,
like
ain't you? You disappointed, ain't you?
yeah, I am because like me personally, like I know the battle that he wants is Drake, but let's be for real, like Drake, even though it's speculation, I don't believe Drake writes everything. You know what I'm saying? But
Really?
I don't believe he writes everything. I don't
What you
really
mean
believe
by
he
that?
writes.
Let's talk about that real quick. What you mean by that?
I believe that he got some ghostwriters behind the scenes.
Like
I'm
what?
not saying saying for all his songs. I'm saying for certain things, I
Like, give me an
believe it's
example of
not
what you think somebody ghost wrote for him.
the diss against Meek Mill.
No way.
I don't think I don't think he written that.
Nah, he wrote that.
I don't.
I'm gonna tell you how I know. Right? This is how I know. I follow his rap patterns. Right? Drake has his own style when it comes to when he raps. He don't do nothing else. His style of writing is kind of like Ransom and a couple of other rappers have this. It's like a flow. It's a certain flow that they do. Right? Nas does it too. When Drake, if somebody wrote something for Drake, right, it would be more like I was running through the sixes with my woe or something like that. It's broken up. You know what I mean? Maybe I even with Family Ties, maybe somebody did that. I don't know. Like Family Ties is different. Like but when you talk about, if you go back and listen to the first mixtape, So Far Gone, his rap patterns never changed. That's how I know he wrote those raps. Nobody wasn't writing his raps back then. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden now, you could tell somebody's raps been written, like for example, right? Battle rappers. I'm not gonna say no names, right? It's a certain female battle rapper. You know for a fact that somebody wrote her raps, because if you listen to the battle before that, her rap pattern is not like that. So with Drake, he has a certain flow. You know what I'm saying? Like he did Aston Martin Music. That's Drake rapping. That's his one flow that he has. That flow. If he does something different, like a different type of flow, I would say maybe somebody wrote that. But from comeback season and what's the name, and if what's the genre? I can't remember. Anyway, those albums, he rapped on those albums. Yeah, he has that same flow to this day, bro. So I don't think nobody wrote that. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at
Yeah,
it.
Well, like I said, I'm not discrediting the guy. I'm just saying for me per se, because I know Drake is a phenomenal artist overall. But I'm
Mhm.
just saying for me per se, I would have wanted to see Drake versus Kendrick. I felt like to me that
You
would
want to see
be the
J Cole versus Kendrick?
yeah. J. Cole versus Kendrick. Because I felt like for me that would have been the better matchup. But I know overall for Kendrick's purpose, it's him and Drake. Because Drake has the I get he has the bravado, and Kendrick has the same thing. I believe Cole has the same thing too, but we could never find out how far he was going to take it because he done he done left the
Left
whole
the building,
scene. So
man. He left the building, man. I don't know.
yeah, so
But look, man,
yeah.
it is what it is. I'm just gonna say, I don't know, man. Shout out to all them dudes, man. And I think that J Cole, you shouldn't apologize. You should have just said we're gonna take this to the next level. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready, K.Dot. Let's go. You know what I mean? I'm ready, bro. Let's go. You know what I'm
And
saying?
another thing I want to harp on too. One more thing, right? Not only would this have been good for hip hop in general, but this would have boosted his album sales. This would have put him in a whole different tax bracket because anybody who weren't J. Cole fans now were going to buy that album just to hear 7 minute drill, just to hear, oh, let me decipher this whole thing. Let me hear what else he said. I think he might have said some more stuff. This would have brought that album to a whole nother level. Now I don't even know for sure if it's gonna even if his album sales are gonna be assisted. Because like you crippled for me personally, he crippled the album when he did this. I
I
feel
believe.
like if he huh?
Yes, I believe that too.
Yeah, I believe he crippled the album. Like at that point in time when you thought about apologizing, you should have thought about everything else too. Like, yeah. Not I'm not gonna say financial because I know he's getting bread. He's a rich dude. But I'm talking about as far as that album itself, you should have thought about it and just said to yourself, hey, I'm not gonna do this right now. Let me wait a year or two down the road when this whole thing dies down and we finish our squabble between one another, then I'm going to say my true feelings. Nobody
Mm.
will care at that point because you done got what you need to get out the album.
Yeah.
Now it's no one knows. I brought the album, by the way. I think it's a phenomenal album, but I'm just disappointed in the whole apology thing. But that doesn't make me look at him any other way. I'm just saying,
Nah,
as an
he a
MC
pussy. Nah.
as an myself, I'm just,
Hey
hey,
man, look. Hey man, thank y'all for coming on our live, man. We out of here, man. See y'all, man. It's just crazy.